Today we're going to set up a way to capture email addresses with taps and add them automatically to Sendfox, which is my autoresponder. So I'm going to log into the AI Profits app, and under New Action, I'm going to go to Form. The form is how we're going to actually capture the email address, and under Form Integrations, we're going to add an integration, and we're going to go to Webhook. By using webhooks, we can unlock a ton of potential with taps. If you don't understand webhooks, don't worry, I don't either, but you can leave a question down below and I'll get you an answer. It's really not that complex once you get started. It might take a little bit of time to set it up one time and then it just works automatically. So for our endpoint URL, we're going to be using KonnectzIt today. And KonnectzIt is a tool that is actually coming back via last call this coming Monday, January 31st for AppSumo Plus members. Now you can use this with virtually any, what do you want to call this? Like an automation tool, like a Zappier or an integromat. KonnectzIt's one that I picked up last summer. I really haven't used it too much. I'm going to definitely be using it a lot more this year. And today we're going to get started by navigating to apps, and we have to actually authorize Sendfox before we can do any type of automations and whatnot. So I'm going to search for Sendfox here, and there it is. And we're going to log into our Sendfox account, and I'm just going to click authorize, and then it should just do its thing. And there it goes. It has ended. And now we have Sendfox as an authorized app. So you can see here, they're using Square. They have a ton of different apps, not as many as Zappier or integromat, but nevertheless plenty for most people's needs. And then we're going to come into our Konnectz, and I'm going to create a new Konnectz, and I'm going to drag a webhook here. Now this copy webhook, I'm going to copy it and jump back to taps, and I'm going to paste it in the endpoint URL. By doing that, I can now exit out of that and make sure that it's saved, which it did, and I can work on building the actual form. So we're going to add an element here, and we're just going to add an email address because that's all we're collecting today. Now, I probably should collect names as well, but I like to have as low of a barrier of entry as possible. So the email address is all that I really need to work on building this email list out. And I'm going to edit this, and I'm going to say email. And then instead of submit, I'm going to edit that, and I'm going to say sign up. And then down here, instead of submitted, I'm going to say you're in, exclamation point. And otherwise, this will be our form. It's just a basic email sign up. And I'm going to click create. Now I might also need a new action for a title where I'll say sign up to the email list, and then we'll click create. And I'm going to go ahead and put the menu above it as well as the social icons, but we'll leave the email address near the top. So let's launch the app, and we'll send a request into KonnectzIt so that we can actually capture this webhook response, and then we'll set up the Sendfox data. So I'm just going to enter in an email address, and I'm going to sign up. It says you're in there. Now I can also redirect this to another action or to any website or page or whatever it may be. But for now, I just have it doing that. And then we're going to jump back here, and it did receive our data. And here is our Sendfox that we set up. So now if I search Sendfox, I can drag this in, and I can choose a trigger. And in this case, I'm going to create a contact. I'm going to choose my list, and we're going to add to the AI Profits list. And then we're going to select the email here. So I need to drag this to there. And that's pretty much the only data that I am collecting here. So I can test and review, and it should say we're good to go. And then I can save it. I need to actually publish, and we should be good to go at this point. So now if you want to actually test this out, I'm just going to paste in an email that's not on my email list. I'm going to sign up, and then I'm going to go to my Sendfox account, and I'm going to refresh. And right there is my brand new sign up. And now we have the ability to sign up for the AI Profits email list via the AI Profits app.